Right, guys, you've been over the rules in your dressing room. Listen to my instructions all the time. If I tell you stop, stop and break clean. Any questions from the challenger? Any questions from the champion? If you want to touch gloves, do it now. Go back to your corner, come out fighting.
Well, folks, here it is. 5 rounds for the Brave Combat Federation Bantamweight Championship. There's your champion, Stephen Loman, the sniper. Taking on a man that could definitely be called a sniper himself, Frans Mlambo, the Black Mamba. And here we go. Round number 1 of potential 5.
Two of the nicest guys in the world squaring off against each other.
Absolutely. And they fought before, and it was an absolute war. Mlambo came out on the other side of it. Stephen Loman has gone on to capture the Bantamweight Championship, taking out Gardarshan Mangat.
Frans, since that loss, has been an absolute tear inside the promotion. He really has. Three first-round finishes, all by KO.
You know, I think that last win over Felipe Efrain was an absolute scene star. I mean, that was a beautiful win. His striking on point, and the power is most definitely there for the Black Mamba.
Oh, for sure. That right hand of his is patented.
Frans, when Frans Mamba was striking, he's like an artist drawing a masterpiece. He's fluid with everything he does. You can see he's calm, but he felt in the first fight he made a lot of mistakes, and that was what Loman capitalised on. And Frans said he won't be making these mistakes tonight.
He's most definitely polished his game. The Black Mamba, a guy that in the amateurs was an absolute monster, had incredible success in the amateurs. But Stephen Loman is a guy, and I've said this a number of times, that he always comes in, even as a champion, as the underdog. It just seems like he's always kind of doubting a little bit.
Nice strong right hand there by Frans.
But he always comes to fight, and he always exceeds expectations. The youngest Brave Combat Federation champion as well. Baby! Loman just got tagged.
It looked like a flash knockdown. Loman does have his wits about him there, but that was a big shot by Frans Mlambo.
My goodness.
Loman has got him. He's got Frans up against the cage here, but Frans Mlambo landed beautifully, timed that right hand beautifully straight down the pipe and on the chin of Loman.
Loman getting out of town.
Is Loman still a little on wobbly legs? He rushes in for the takedown. Frans is making him pay with some shots. He's got the 2 hands clasped.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Oh!
Loman, what a takedown by the Filipino champ.
Frans
That was beautiful.
Frans trying to scoop his hips out while pushing the head of Loman down. And Loman is like a clamp just holding onto the legs of Mlambo.
That was the difference in the first fight, was that grappling. How much better has Mlambo gotten in the past year and a half?
He showed us there, although the takedown came, he's back on his feet. He's worked his way up in cage walk. Beautiful work.
My goodness. This fight has so much hype. Of course, one special person has turned things up to a whole nother degree out in the crowd right now.
Frans just circles out of weight in the cage now, and you'll see the confidence grow. But one thing you'll see with Frans Mlambo, the confidence is there, but he won't rush. Although he
doesn't have to.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Because the power is so serious and the accuracy is really on point.
But sometimes when fighters hurt another fighter, they tend to go head hunting. That's not Frans Mlambo. He will stay calm. The finish will come, and that's the way Frans looks at it.
You know, a lot of people consider him to be one of those next big, huge stars out of the SBG camp.
A lot of pressure came on Frans when he first signed with Brave as well. There was so much hype behind him, and I think that added, and Frans spoke about that. He says a lot of people talk about my hype, and talk about that. He says, I don't feel relevant. I haven't got enough wins to feel relevant.
Frans Mlambo's on target right now. He is in his groove, doing his thing inside the Brave cage.
Loman here, he needs to get out of kickboxing range with Mlambo. Good body shot there, but at the moment, it's Frans Mlambo who's starting to pick apart, and the face is starting to wear it on Loman. The bloody nose.
Stephen Loman, you definitely see that damage. That one big shot hurt him, but here comes Loman. He's charging forward. He tried to get the single leg, but great defense by Frans Mlambo.
Loman didn't really set that up, just changed levels and charged. Mlambo doing very well not to get it down, and that again shows the difference between the first fight, the original fight with these two guys. Frans stuffing the takedown and doing well against the cage here as well. He's looking to circle out. He has.
And they are back separated once again. And right at the range of the Black Mamba, where he can strike. 20 seconds. Here comes Mlambo. And he's got Loman really.
He just seems to be a fraction faster than Loman in his strikes. He's landing a quick 1-2 tap combination, and Loman is throwing a big hand. And Frans beats him to the punch.
Living up to all of the hype, and round one is up. That was a beautiful round. My goodness.
Frans just looking out to the crowd saying one more. I wonder, is that a prediction? The challenger's going to be sitting down, and that's still a happy man. But the champion in the other corner, what does he need to be told here?
There was a knockdown just there.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. I'll tell you, I think Stephen Loman, it has to be, how many times can Frans Mlambo thwart the takedown? That's the real question. Obviously, he's gotten better. We've seen improvement. But if Loman continues to charge in there, can he get that takedown? I feel like he can probably bulldog another takedown if he's going at it.
Absolutely.
You don't want to be reckless about it. You want to leave yourself wide open. But I feel like that advantage is still there from the Team Lakai fighter and Stephen Loman.
Definitely. It's interesting. This first round is very similar to their first fight.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, Frans looks so crisp in the first round of that fight. You're absolutely right.
And he did land that devastating right as well.
It
in the
was.
first one.
Yeah, it was that flash knockdown. You're absolutely right. I mean, I can remember it now. I mean, that was Brave #1, second fight in the history of Brave Combat Federation, right? Well, here we go, folks. We're right back to it. Round number 2. Championship on the line. Cyrus Fees, Noel Keefe, and Yusuf Nasser, and they just missed.
Loman tries to reply with it, but Frans is looking comfortable and light, and his range is beautiful. There's a few times Loman's missed that kick as well. Frans just seems just in the right range for him. Of course, he's the lot taller striker, and much more reach as well, and he's using and utilising that reach beautifully so far.
Look at that. You kind of see that Stephen Loman's starting to get a little bit of a swagger. He's starting to get his movement in there, trying to hit his angles. He is the sniper for a reason. The guy has crazy power. Charging forward. Can he bring him to the ground?
He's got the body lock.
It's going to be tough.
Frans shaking it off.
Out of it.
Beautiful. He had the body lock. It looked almost complete. Hands clasped, but Frans looked brilliantly to.
I mean, you know, the list goes on and on. The guys that Frans Mlambo gets to train with on a regular basis. I mean, as good as Team Lakai is, SPG has turned into one of the preeminent camps in all of MMA right now.
And you only have to look, if you look at SPG, you're regularly visitors from all across the world. The top fighters, Aljamain Sterling was only there last week as well.
So you imagine, that's iron sharpening iron over there at SPG Ireland.
What Frans is doing beautifully in this fight so far as well. He's landed a nice body kick. He's landed it a few times. Again, he's just out of that reach. His distant range is fantastic again here tonight.
You're Stephen Loman. You got to think about going forward. You got to think about changing levels once again, timing it just right. The wrestling acumen of those Team Lakai fighters is actually pretty surprising. These guys have great takedown skills.
Loman's doing well there as well. He's starting to maybe get the range of Frans where he's out of range when Frans is striking.
Belfast, Northern Ireland is the site of the SSE Arena, and it's been rocking all night long. The fans still in the stands, watching closely at this championship bout.
Frans is doing well to keep that right hand up as well. Loman has thrown that kick up a few times. And there's Frans countering as well. He just closes the distance as Loman goes to strike with
He's
a
looking to strike.
Oh, yes!
There's the timing.
Beautiful level change. Beautiful level change by Loman.
Well, he waited for a spot there, and now isolating the arm, Frans Mlambo. Stephen Loman's going to try to pass.
You can see Frans just holding the left wrist, I should say, of Loman. Maybe going to try stuff it up, use them long legs as well, potentially attack a triangle.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. When you got those long legs, that's something you have to be working on a regular basis. That gives you an advantage in this division all day long.
You can see Frans is just, he's shown it, he's lost it there, but he was just keeping the open guard, getting ready to stuff the hand if required.
Both men just battling on the ground right now. Round number 2 of this potential 5-round fight. And you got to take it round by round. I think everybody here probably agrees that Frans Mlambo had round 1, but Stephen Loman's going to make a good case for round 2 if it should go that long.
And this is exactly where he won the first fight. Dominating on top, taking down Mlambo over and over again, and just controlling him on the ground.
Frans just seems to be clamping up now, waiting for the referee to stand up. Not a lot's happening. Now he moves. Bit of a scramble here, Loman.
Well, Loman may just get a better position because of it. Mlambo grabs onto the leg.
Nice trip by Frans to get back to his feet. Frans Mlambo, excellent work. Loman tries to close the distance and land a big knee.
By the sniper. Oh, and a matrix-like dodge there by Stephen Loman getting out of the way of that big punch.
Frans looked like he was hurt by that a little. I think it was more he was off balance maybe.
Is this a war or what, boys? This is a fight.
This is the reason why this was the main event. Both fighters showing their strengths.
Who is going to walk out of Belfast? The Brave Combat Federation Bantamweight champion on the money.
Frans having great success with that straight right, straight down the pipe as well. He is having good success with it. It's landed on a few occasions for him.
He's so aware of that counter punch, and you see he kind of jerks that head back every time he throws a big punch because he knows that Frans is going to answer back. You can tell both these guys have been studying up on each other. Final moments here in round number 2. This has been a battle, but there's always enough time for a big flash knockout here with these guys.
But again, with this one, Loman got the takedowns on a few occasions, but Frans is getting back up from them. He's recovering and getting position, and then he is constantly backing Loman up against the fence, and he's controlling where the fight is taking place. So, although the takedowns came, Frans got back up.
1-1? Maybe I think 1-1.
Yeah, I think the time. I think Frans was winning the exchange again. Loman adjusted his distance very well in that fight as well. So a lot of the strikes that Frans was throwing earlier in the second round.
Take a look at the replay. Those knees very effective as well. He definitely landed 2 out of the 3 there.
Yeah, you would be with the takedown and how long he stayed on top. I think you would score the second round for Loman. So potentially 1-1 here.
I think so. I think it's even going into the third. It'd be really interesting to see if Loman can keep up this game plan for another 3 rounds.
You know, the best thing is that no matter what happens, it's such a win-win for the organization. 2 guys that are so early in their career, carrying the mantle of Bantamweight champion. That is a beautiful thing for Brave, a great position to be in.
Absolutely, absolutely.
You guys are both phenoms.
And the bantamweight division is really developing as well, so these guys are not short of any potential matchups moving forward.
France, all right, guys, third round.
Going into the third round here, potentially locked up 1-1. If so, who's going to take the advantage in this very important third round? Another 5 minutes to go in this bantamweight matchup.
At the moment, the start of the third here, it just seems like it's in Frans' his range more than Loman's. Loman's missing by a distance with these. They're only range-finding little jabs he's throwing out, but it is outside while Frans can't touch Loman at this distance.
Here we go again. Great defense by Frans Mlambo. It looked like he had that one, but he just lost the grip on the leg as he was charging forward, and Mlambo is able to stay on his feet.
And I think what's allowing Frans to stop these as well is that he's keeping it in the range that he wants. So because it's in that kickboxing range, the long range for Frans, when he is touching Loman, he sees him change levels and rush. So it gives Frans that extra moment to react to the takedown. Loman's in on a double here though.
Can he get it? Can he charge forward?
Nice!
He does. Well done by the champion. He doesn't want to give up that belt.
And that was beautiful. He was charging forward and just got the little trip at the end just to...
It's muscle memory. You can tell, just the hours and the hours where, maybe Frans Mlambo was working on that boxing or working on that striking. Stephen Loman was working on the wrestling, and that's the difference maker so far. It's something you just can't teach in such a short period of time. You just have to put in the hours on the mat.
Just advanced now into side control as well. So nice movement in jiu-jitsu to move through the guard.
He could isolate the right arm here.
He's looking to isolate it all right. Maybe go for it.
Nice.
Goes knee on belly here. Frans is going to stuff that in with a clean half guard.
Can he get into full mount? And no, Frans, well done.
Again, it's a loose open guard. And
he's in. We got full mount.
Great
for the
fight for
champion,
legs.
Stephen
Well,
Loman.
3 minutes left in this round. Lots of time to work for Stephen.
Watch out for elbows. Big shots here by Stephen Loman.
Oh.
Punches up. And the champion's going to work.
puncher up and the big shots. Frans is trying to turn and get out of there with the champion heavy hips.
The sniper is going to town.
Frans Mlambo just trying to break the posture here and pull Loman back down to him.
Frans is in trouble with a lot of time to go. He is close to the cage, so if there's ever a chance that maybe Wawa can get out of this situation, to buck out.
Loman slowly moving his knees up as well.
Armbar.
This could be Frans expected to explode and push off the cage here and try and get out the back door.
His best chance right here. He couldn't ask for a better position in this spot to try to get out. He has long legs.
Loman just trying to push out.
There we go.
Frans here's the scramble. This is important.
Wow.
Loman
The athleticism of Frans Mlambo. One hook is in. He's going to try to get underneath that chin. Frans Mlambo has to be careful. He has to keep that chin tucked.
Well, Frans has control. He's two hands on the right arm of Stephen Loman. Loman rolls back. This is where Loman's just going to try and get that second hook in and be patient. Plenty of time in the round.
Well, you're absolutely right. 90 seconds left here in round number 3. A lot of time to operate and work on that choke. Peppering him right now with the left hand, trying to soften him up. If he gets under that chin, it's going to be problems.
And you can see both fighters are calm here. There's nobody rushing or panicking, both offensively for Loman and defensively for Mlambo. He's going to wait to the adjustment to the champion and try to use any space given to him to get a better position.
Now, obviously, Mlambo, this is something he's worked on a long time. You work on it, defending the choke, hours and hours on the mat, rolling, doing jiu-jitsu. Can he thwart the champion, Stephen Loman, in this position?
He's got about a minute left in this round to make something happen.
Frans slowly trying to walk it and get the angle.
Frans is a long way too.
Retains the body lock and it was good work by Loman. He tried to attack submission, but when he seen it was gone, he just readjusted.
Unorthodox position right now. Looks like he's going to try to go for that arm.
Frans is just trying to turn into him. Loman might be better off going back and locking up that body lock.
Well, let's give props to Frans Mlambo right now. He has played this game very, very well. When you talk about a minute and a half to go, that's like an eternity when you got somebody on your back. Well done by Frans Mlambo.
And as well, like Frans is staying calm here, so he's not burning out his energy here. He is staying calm. Loman sneaking out the
It's not under the chin.
And there goes
The time got saved there.
your champion showing why he's the champion the first round of adversity, and your champion has upped the game in round 2 and 3. Getting close to the finish there, the clock just ran out on him.
But confidence has to be through the roof right now for Stephen Loman. He knows that he can get the takedown. That's something now Frans Mlambo is going to be worried about. He's going to be thinking about it coming into this round, and he's maybe not going to commit as much as he would on his strikes, knowing that Loman can close distance and take it down.
Big shots as we're just seeing here on the replay from Mount. But Frans done this. He waited. He didn't rush the attempt to get out of here. But it's in this scramble. Frans had just got his free, and Loman turned in the scramble and got the dominant position and had the back for over a minute and a half. But an excellent fight here, very closely matched fight, as we knew with two of these very talented young fighters.
It's an incredible fight, an incredible showing out here. These guys are earning their money tonight. Frans Mlambo is on a quest here. He wants that title around his waist, wants to bring it back to the gym there in Dublin. And Stephen Loman, this has become his identity. That championship belt has pushed him to another level. And here we go with round 4. The respect through the roof.
The good thing for Loman as well, with all the wrestling and grappling that has gone on, that can slow Frans striking down a little. Your muscles filled with blood from grappling, exchanging. But as I pointed out, Frans was very calm on the bottom. He wasn't really trying to explode or burst with energy, so his energy would be quite reserved. He stayed calm in that bad position.
Down the middle, Frans Mlambo. The guy is absolutely known for those direct shots. You don't see a lot of hooks. He is always straight down the middle. The Black Mamba.
Time. Stand there. No, just want to fix your shorts. Always hanging out there, very dangerous. This is dangerous just the fighter.
Oh, okay. We have some drawstrings that they're going to take care of right now before Keki Larkin. A little bit of a break in the action here in the 4th round. Both fighters came to war tonight. Nobody half-stepping. Both guys bringing it here in Belfast. So many great finishes tonight. We have put together an incredible highlight reel.
So the crowd here is definitely pro Mlambo. I mean, if you look around, it seems like all of SVGs here. But interestingly enough, there's around 30 to 40 of Loman's family members over here.
Yeah, a great ovation. I mean,
yeah.
you better believe that is a big thing for Stephen Loman. It's incredible that they traveled, they made that trip, all to be a part of this. Beautiful kick to the body by Mlambo. You don't see a lot of kicks by Frans, so adept with his hands, but when he does, right on the money.
Nice exchange by both fighters there, landing.
This one's shaping up being one of the best fights in the history of the promotion. We're in our 13th event. It's been an absolute roller coaster ride for the past 2 years. But fights like this make it all worth it.
Oh, nice left hand by Frans. He's just trying to time Loman as he's strong. He just fancies he's that millisecond faster than Loman, and it's proven that way when they are striking.
How long until Stephen Loman looks to change levels and goes back to it?
It's something he seems to be doing. He's sort of lulling Frans into the, hey, I'm going to stand and trade and let's have a striking match. And when Frans isn't expected, he changes levels. So it's a smart tactic by Loman.
Loman and Mlambo, both guys extremely young fighters. Outside leg kick by Stephen Loman.
Frans needs to work off the jab. He's only throwing single shots at the moment. He needs to throw some combinations in there. He's landing the jab, but he's not following it up.
Stephen Loman, one of the most humble guys you'll deal with. This is a guy that loves being a champion, very proud of it, but he doesn't have that whole swagger. He doesn't really put it out there. He's going to look for the takedown, and he gets an uppercut. Great scout that one out by Frans Mlambo.
Seen that one coming. It was a little slower of a takedown by the champion as well. Frans starting to let his hands go now.
Maybe getting that confidence back, especially after stuffing the takedown. Now Frans Mlambo can go back to doing what he does best. At the 2-minute mark here, folks, 2 minutes to go in round number 4. Championship is on the line, the bantamweight title.
You can see these guys easily having a trilogy, no matter what the outcome here.
Oh, I'd love to see it.
These are going to be dance partners for a while, I think. Frans in this round, he's having the more success on the striking here, so it looks like Frans is pulling around back with the takedown. Beautiful.
Wow. Rolled right through, though.
Excellent.
Well done by Mlambo. Man, did he not time that perfectly again, though. You're talking about just milliseconds of seeing that movement and ducking down and shooting for that takedown, and it's pretty to watch. Break 13, guys. Hashtag it. Don't forget, here's another takedown attempt. Loman is not going to give up on this. Pushing Mlambo up against the fence.
Frans is just trying to frame in between and expecting to step out and turn off.
He's had success with the knees. Will he continue to punish a very tall Frans Mlambo? He separates 45 seconds. Mlambo stalking, going right down the middle. If he lands that thing, it can end the night of Stephen Loman. That's how hard Mlambo is.
You've seen that in his last outing as well in the Brave cage. Coming in.
And a big kick, you're right, he caught him coming in. Stephen Loman lands a knee with final seconds here as we get ready to go into the 5th and final round.
Loman was dropping to the knee to try and complete a takedown. Frans was aware of him pulling back up.
There it is. We got one more to go.
We could be 2 rounds apiece going into the 5th.
I was thinking the same, but
I kind of think that's where it's at.
round 1, 10-8, knockdown. Too generous?
Maybe a little bit too generous.
Maybe a little too generous. A bias in you. Look at it.
Us Irish were nice, we're friendly, you know. But yeah, it could actually be 2-2 here going into the final round.
I think that's most likely where we're at, guys. And I'm sure that's what both corners are going to be telling their fighters. You got to go. You got to win this thing convincingly. You know, John Kavanaugh, this guy, one of the best coaches in the world today. No slight to the folks over at Team Lagai, but John Kavanaugh has kind of been that guy. What do you think he's telling Mlambo right now?
I think he's telling you can hear some shouts coming from the team here as well. They're asking Frans to throw more than single shots as well. But keep doing what you're doing and just double up your work, throw combinations. But, you know, it's easy to say throw combinations, but if you're throwing a 3-punch combination or so, you're giving Loman that time to change level and take you down. So it's understandable why Frans is throwing single shots, but the odd time I think he just needs to double up on his work. And that's probably what his corner could be telling him.
Here we go, folks. One more round. This is your 5th and final, your championship round, Mlambo and Loman. Who's going to take it? Who wants it more?
Less than 5 minutes to find out who the new or current bantamweight champion of Brave is.
Exactly. Is it going to be and new or and still? Inside leg kick by Loman. How long is it going to take Loman until he goes for that takedown?
Again, it's the range, I think, as well. Loman, when Frans comes in and throws his strikes, that's when he's susceptible to the takedown of Loman, and Loman drives through. So while they're standing just jostling and each other showing feints, that's probably not the right time to go for a takedown.
Here we go. Can he get it? No, he can't get the trip. He tries to turn him, and he's going to jump on his back.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Beautiful work by Loman. It looked like he lost it. It looked like he lost it, and he just stepped over
He
Frans.
never gave up, fully committed to it. Wow, what a takedown.
He could end up in a great position here.
He needs to try to get Mlambo away from that cage. The closer he is to the cage, the more apt he is to get out of this situation. And he is right in his own corner. So he's getting great instructions by his crew at SPG. Here comes the elbows. Small shots.
All just to disguise to try and push and advance the position as well. Loman, he's what I like about what Stephen Loman does. He sits and he gets in a position. He doesn't rush to pass. He sets it up like he just has. Steps across, looking into the mount here.
Nearly got full mount. Well done by Frans.
Just looking to get a little bit of head control and hold Frans down. Frans looking to maybe buck and shrimp and maybe tame full guard.
Really tough to deal with on the ground there is Stephen Loman. He has that really smothering style of wrestling.
Frans has got less than 3 minutes here to find a way to get up and finish this fight.
Now, I'll tell you one thing, you got to have that mentality when you come in somebody's backyard that you got to finish them. And that is the end of it.
Yep.
Blood coming now as well from these elbows.
Seemed like it was only a matter of time until we saw a little bit of blood between these two, especially considering the first time around, there was a ton of blood. We're at the halfway mark with Stephen Loman on top in half guard and doing work and continuing to progress.
And I think Loman is happy in a half guard here because it's a good position where your hips are heavy and you can control your opponent.
Underrated position. You can do a lot of work.
John Kavanagh, interesting enough, calling for a leg lock sequence.
We'll see if he goes for it. He heard that very, very clearly.
Oh,
he ran into some big right hands and big elbows from Stephen Loman. Like I said before, he does not want to relinquish that title. About a minute and a half left, guys.
All big shots as well, and this is why Loman is a champion. This is a championship performance right here.
Absolutely.
5-round war. Stephen Loman showing that he can go that distance, and that's a long distance to go. 25 minutes.
bit of space. He needs to get out of there. But Loman just, again, like a vice grip lock around the body. And again, just controls the position.
Stephen Loman, he's trying to finish this fight by any means necessary. And Frans Mlambo nearly got up. Couldn't quite get the separation.
1 minute to the end of the round.
Such a tight matchup, guys. You hate to leave it to judges, but it looks like we may be in that territory here. 45 seconds left. But the grinding continues by our champ.
Big fifth round by the champion. Once he's got the takedown, he's worked and he's sat in this half-guard position, landing good shots, opening up a cut of Frans Mlambo. Making life difficult. Frans has tried everything. He's tried booking. He's pushed away. He's got his distance, but each time he does, the champion just draws him back in.
Final moments, folks, and here we go. Looks like this is where we're going to end. Stephen Loman on top, the sniper. Did he do enough to hold on to that championship? That's it.
Oh my goodness.
I said it before the fight ended. I think these are going to be dance partners again. They're very closely contested match, but the champion showed why he's champion there in the fifth round. A very professional, champion-like performance in the fifth round. Getting the takedown, holding the position for the majority of that round. An excellent display by both men.
No, I mean, that's about all you can ask for. Both guys leading it all in there. We saw some flashes of brilliance by Frans Mlambo. And, of course, some incredible work by Stephen Loman. And, guys, if we're going to take predictions, who wins the fight?
I think we're going to hear Ant Still here.
I think so, too.
I think it's going to be Ant Still. But I don't think it's necessarily a performance you hang your head on either way. I think both guys definitely showed why they're in this position, headlining our first ever European card here in Belfast, Northern Ireland. Who's it going to be? Stephen Loman is on top of the cage. We have not made an announcement yet, but he feels like he has done enough. The confidence of the champion. Frans Mlambo, though, couldn't put himself in position to get the win.
There's an old expression and phrase in MMA, and it's that takedowns win fights, and it looks like potentially that's what's happened here this evening.
Loman's fans are out celebrating already.
We're still waiting right now on the decision. I mean, it's a big fight, but it looks like we got it. Carlos Kramer on his way into the cage. Let's see who pulls this one out.
Well, looks like we're ready. The scores are in. Let's pass it up to our MC, Mr. Carlos Kramer, for the decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give these two warriors a big round of applause for our main event championship fight. After 5 incredible rounds, we go to the judges' scorecard, and all judges score the same way for unanimous decision victory. And still, the Brave Combat Federation Bantamweight Champion of the World, Stephen Sniper Loman!
All right, stay right here, Frans. Stay right here. All right, first up, you see the celebration right here, folks, with our and still champion, Stephen Loman. What an incredible fight. Stephen, if I could just get 1 or 2 words from you, my man. I know this is a very, very happy moment for you. You fought the fight of your life inside here. You took an incredible shot in the beginning of the fight. He knocked you right down. Talk about that. He hit you really hard. It reminded me of the first fight.
Yes, again, I didn't expect that. Very his right hand is very strong, and it was fast, so I was hit again, and I was reminded in the first round, but I managed to recover well, and of course, that's a close for me.
Stephen, you came into his territory. You come in here, Northern Ireland. Frans Mlambo has a ton of people out here. He even has Conor McGregor out there yelling for him. And you get the win. Biggest win of your career. Just tell me in a few words what you're feeling right now.
Right now, as of course, I am young to be a champion, and it is my journey to defend, to become a young champion. And I want to thank the Lord for giving me strength again. And this is the start of my career, defending my belt. And I'm grateful to fight here also in Belfast. The fans here are amazing too. Thank you.
Congratulations, Stephen. And still your champion, Frans Mlambo. Come on over here. Just a few quick words. You know, you fought an incredible fight, man. You brought it. You can tell that your game has gotten that much better. You landed the big shot in the beginning. Did you feel like maybe it was going to be a round one victory for you?
Well, I rocked him. It's basically like it felt like how we went the first time, because the first time I broke his nose in the first round. I was like, this dude's done, he's not going to last. But same thing happened this time. Like, I was like, right, I'll take my time, the shot will come. But I have to say, like, Stephen is a tough guy. I felt absolutely amazing coming into this fight. I felt like he beat me at my best, like, you know what I mean? So he's a true champion. I don't know, I don't even know what to say. Like, I felt the best I've ever felt coming into that fight. I was relaxed, everything, got a few shots in. I felt like I relaxed too much, but he made me do that, you know what I mean? He's a true champion, I have nothing else to say. But, you know what I mean? I feel like I've improved this time. I'm going to continue to improve. And that belt is still destined for my shoulders, I feel.
I think we're going to see this one again. I have a good feeling, my friend. Don't hang your head. A fantastic fight. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for the Black Mamba, Frans Mlambo.
Ladies and gentlemen, Belfast, North Ireland, you have been amazing. Thank you very much on behalf of myself and the entire team at Brave Combat Federation. You are awesome. Have